the video I made 2 years ago about the hypothetical duel between Yang Luchan and Dong Haitren. Steve had said there's so much gold in that sharing I made of what happened when Dong Haitren met Yang Luchan in the Imperial Palace. And the story goes, as you know, it was Ping Shou. Ping Shou means even. And they were coming from completely different skill sets. But the question is, what did Dong Haitren have that was able to neutralize what we're discussing Yang Luchan had? And what did Yang Luchan have that was able to neutralize the special skill that Dong Haitren had? Beyond just that story that a lot of people banter back and forth, we have the two methods.
Last year, Mike, your teaching is obviously a testament to the fact all these guys want to come back, and every single one of them has verified your method and said it's transformative. And you've had a year more to refine your teaching model, which I can see you do this all the time. So, I think it's a very exciting time, Well,
thanks for that vote of affirmation. They actually can do it. There's this subjective thing. They're saying, "Well, I have it." That's one thing, but it's shown in their lives, in the right way. Their lives have literally transformed in a radical way. Each one, completely different expression. And I don't mean martial arts. I mean their real life. This last night, as I was opening up the bag for your curriculum, it just gets a little troubling because there's so much. I think given your experience and age that you're entitled to all the information that's available. That's not the question. But then we have the practical consideration, which could it be too much? Could you be compromising learning the repelling power, Fantan Li, if we go toward the Qiandong Li? But if you review last year's Germany, we did a lot of Qiandong Li already. We were already doing both. Now that the information actually becomes available to you, so you take away the secrecy and all that wasted time and energy the last century. Before it was necessary, the Yangs had to keep the secret because it was real. Martial arts was real. Competition was real in China. So that old habit is dying hard. I appreciate your encouragement, Ian, to just go contact Mary. But there's a lot at stake for them. They're the royal family in Buckingham Palace. They have access to things that no one else does. So if you suddenly open the gates, there's more at stake than just idealism.
Yeah.
Where the challenge really lies now, whether you can do it. What matters is that we preserve this standard and this idea of what mastery is. And what mastery is in the original sense, this is what Yang Sau Chung and Gong Bao Zhai, it both came out of their eyes. This was their reality when you looked at them. Their martial arts was life and death, both for the survival of the information, but also why they trained it. It was for life and death. It was the real martial arts. It had nothing to do with demonstration or gathering students. None of them had hardly any students because it was the real thing. So now that you're gaining access to this, the challenge is whether you can transform yourself with it. I mean, in the ways that you're dreaming of. And it's good to dream. That's what keeps a man alive through his whole life. If he loses that dreaming, then he's got no real reason to live. And it appears we might have a lot of time. We don't. Because what you're trying to get is so improbable. I don't think any other group would take on the challenge that we have to actually replicate the Mendao standard of how the top people operated and executed their lives.
I don't personally worry about Germany because there is a system which is called the 8th chakra. The 8th chakra above the head, you can put stuff into that and it will download when you're ready for it. So that's part of the mysterious transmission because, we will be overwhelmed, but we'll be overwhelmed in a positive way. And we'll learn what we can learn because we've all got different learning capabilities and memory patterns, should we say. But don't worry about it because you will get the true transmissions, and when it's ready, it will download, just like the Matrix. You'll be downloaded because you're sincere. One of the strong points is the sincere heart, and you're connecting to two sacred lineages, so they won't let you down. It's only your own personal fears, or am I going to get it, am I not? Just let it go. Just take what you can and deal with it. My spine is not an old man's spine anymore. It's really strong. This feeling of lightness and the chi that comes out of my hands,
And then the Fantan Li, as you gain this ability in your body, it suddenly becomes self-evident or self-apparent. Well, of course, everything I'm doing in this practice is a not doing of what the world is doing. It's a not thinking of how the world is thinking about it. And the Shengren knew that to the T. They knew exactly what they were doing because they were wagering their life and their perspective and their approach against that of the mainstream, even thousands of years ago. We're doing the same thing. Our group is hunting for that. I just need you guys to approve of it because from now on, we're in this together. You cannot rely on me. You can rely on me to give you coaching, Mendel standard, look and feel, method, but you have to find how to get it into yourself. So Bagua Trend is different from the rooting. They have root, but that's not the focus. Bagua Trend, Zhou Wei Xian, is the first line of the poem. Bagua Trend, Zhou Wei Xian. Bagua Trend, Zhou means to walk. Wei Xian comes first. Live steps. That's Bagua Trend. In training, it's completely contrary to what we experience when we're standing there and practicing the root. And guess who gets that in my training? Who welcome it with open arms? The women. Women are not only yin and lower body, but the footwork is the key to a woman's achievement. In the same way as upper body skills are the key to a man's because of our upper body strength. A woman's power is below.